Right, hello guys, welcome to the Lucha Underground show. Very first one. It is going to be a little bit odd for the first 2 weeks of Lucha Underground, just because basically I've only got 2 episodes of the current contract, so basically it's going to be kind of a little hard to begin with. Basically, just trying to do all that type of stuff. So basically, that contract with El Rey Network will end, and then basically try and find somewhere else to go. The only ones that I'm seeing is Twitch, YouTube, and High Spots and Powerbomb TV. So try and see one of those. Basically, to begin with, we have a 6-man tag match. This is the pre-show stuff. So basically stuff just to kind of see what everyone is like with this. So basically we have Dragon Azteca Jr., Matanza, and Dante Fox facing the current Trios champions, with Matanza beating the Mac with a Tour of the Islands / Wrath of the Gods, but didn't get the removed changed. Next segment, we have Mil Muertes basically take on Reclusa. If you don't know Reclusa, she basically was Chelsea Green, who was friends with Mariposa and the Moth Martinez, and basically she instead of her hair that's shown in the picture, she had basically brunette hair instead, which look quite nice. Strangely, Mil Muertes has a lower score in ring than Reclusa. I'm not sure how that happened, because normally, Mil Muertes is like a 20-year vet, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not sure how Recluse is better than him. Then we have another match. Basically, I am kind of spoiled it, I think. Basically, Cage and Quinquino are going to be part of a thing called the Legion. Originally, I wanted to call it the Order. Basically, I sort of looked at ChatGPT a long time ago and basically just said, hey, can you book this many episodes of Lucha Underground and basically say what's going to happen. One of the things that ChatGPT wanted to do was basically essentially have a stable comprising of a load of people called the Order, with 2 of them being Cage and Quinqueno. Argenis and Saltador, I managed to get a loan deal for Argenis for, I think, 6 appearances. And then obviously Saltador is also El Mariachi Loco and one of the Disciples of Death. So that's basically what I did, basically putting these 2 together, because they do actually have history together. I think mainly in season 3, I'm pretty sure, when they sort of made a friendship, I guess. Then we have our next match, which is basically a 4-way, just to kind of again see how everyone's doing. Where Jake Strong defeats Big Bad Steve, Angelico and Elise Velez. Elise is an alright wrestler. It's just her in-ring, well, her real life sort of troublemaker attitude is the reason why she doesn't really have anything going on. Angelico is probably one of the best people to come into Lucha Ground from kind of the off. Did come in season 1, episode 10. Big Bad Steve, I think, was basically one of the people that they got from the start, but they but because obviously they kept on reshuffling the roster, that basically he became a bigger person for that. I believe Big Bad Steve or Lil Cholo was Pinder. I'm trying to remember which one was Pindar. To open the show, Antonio Cueto is in his office making his final decisions for tonight. Suddenly the phone rings with Cueto talking to someone, when Cueto suddenly is shocked and writes on the booking sheet a match between the White Rabbit and Joey Ryan in a Bale Heights street fight. In that the loser of the match will be forced out of Lucha Underground. Basically, who phoned him, who told him the news, and also why is it those two specific people? Sorry. That's a bit odd. I did say that some people off screen, which meant that they don't make an appearance. I'm not sure how that happened. Supposedly Worldwide Underground are backstage when Antonio Cueto comes up to them and says that one of their stable will represent them in a 10-way match, with the winner getting a title shot against Dragon Azteca Jr. Should have said next week. And decides to add Jack Evans to the match, and also books a 8-man tag match between Worldwide Underground and the Reptile Tribe, and says that they need a 4th person. Cueto basically leaves. Mundo, Taya, and Black are discussing who will be the 4th, with Ricky Mundo asking to be a part of the team, but instantly gets rejected, which I think is how it happened on the actual thing. I think that might have been season 3 though. I've got some stuff mixed up. Aerostar, who has been wanting to bring his friend Drago back from the cultures of Cobra Moon and the Reptile Tribe, asks to be the 4th person. Oddly, to the shock of the Worldwide Underground, Mundo accepts the offer and walks off. Then we go instantly into our 10-way. Oh, Hexagon Darks is saying broken ribs. Well, that's annoying. So we have Exolicious, aka Sunny Kiss, Jack Evans, Hernandez, Mariposa, Phoenix, Paul London, Famous B, Ricky Mundo, Mike the Moth Martinez, and Hexagon Dark, who I'm not actually sure who that was. I guess he was probably just like a random person that went on there. Anyway, he got broken ribs. So essentially, Jack Evans wins the match by defeating Hexagon Dark with a 630 senton. Basically just a normal 630, I'm guessing. Picking up the victory, Phoenix was head and shoulders above everyone else, and Famous B was the weak link. Normally, Famous B is just normally a manager. We'll say around 2010 to 2012, he was actually quite good in PWG. Yep, and then Vampirius in that. Oh. In a awful video package for 2 minutes, basically Milwiters and Katrina. I kind of wanted to do what Lucha Underground did, which is basically have hype packages for some of their members. Next up, we have Aerostar, PJ Black, Taya, and Johnny Mundo taking on the Reptile Tribe in a 4-on-4 match. Johnny Mundo defeats Drago in a match that is car crash. Aerostar sustained chronic hip pain. That's not good. Oh, it's Jeremiah Crane that injured him. Then basically Pentagon Dark having a video package as well. Then we go into something that I kind of wanted to sort of do, because if people don't know, just before you start reading, I start reading. Basically, Season 3 to Season 4, strangely Dante Fox wasn't in Season 4 at all. Although I could be wrong about that. But basically what happened was the 3 people on the... basically Dante Fox and Killshot basically had history with basically been in the army together, had a very, very good... I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was called, like, the... It's basically like Armed Forces deathmatch, essentially. Basically, them two managed to kind of squash their beef, teamed with the Mac, and basically won the Trios titles. Basically, Dante Fox oddly didn't come back for Season 4, so basically it was like, how about if I make a sort of like storyline of why that didn't happen? So the Trios champions comes out to the ring with their titles before Killshot can start speaking. Dante Fox comes out annoyed and grabs a mic. He says that he can't believe his own friend replaced him as part of the Trios champions. Before saying that he can trust 2 of the 3 members, but 100% can't trust the last person. To the shock of everyone, he says that he trusts Killshot and Son of Havoc, but says the Mac is the reason why he isn't holding the title right now. The Mac then has a creepy smile on his face before starts attacking Dante Fox, before getting run off by his supposed partners. Basically, Fox says that next week it will be him versus the Mac in a last man standing match where the winner has the Trios title that basically the Mac has. I know, kind of a bit of a weird match. Kind of a bit of a weird way to sort of do that. But to be honest, in my opinion, it sort of explains... So, like, why Dante Fox wasn't a part of it. The only downside is Dante Fox is unimportant and the Mac is recognisable, so they're basically at the bottom of the barrel, essentially. Then we basically have a squash match. Basically, the White Rabbit just absolutely destroys Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan doesn't have any offense whatsoever. The White Rabbit basically just dominates, and Joey Ryan doesn't put in any moves, and basically the White Rabbit wins the match. Then, after the Boyle Heights street fight, Joey Ryan is a bloodied mess on the mats, where White Rabbit drags him towards a side of the arena, where Cage, King Cueto, Mariposa, Martinez, and Reclusa are seen together with a coffin, where Rabbit and his helpers throw Ryan into the coffin and wheels him into a mysterious vehicle, where a camera tries to film the coffin, but mysteriously has disappeared, like the coffin just vanishes. Before the White Rabbit says that the Legion is changing the future of Lucha Underground, with the first sacrifice being Joey Ryan. And basically, as a post-show match, to sort of send the crowd happy, Pentagon Dark defeats Chavo Guerrero Jr., who looks nothing like this. For this period of time, he basically looked a lot younger. And there we go, that's our Lucha Underground show. So, yeah, I think I have a show on Thursday, I think, or Friday, I can't remember which. But anyway, guys, that is the Lucha Underground show. So, I have probably said for the Ring of Honor shows in advance, but basically here's what's going to happen with basically everything. So, basically Ring of Honor, I forgot to set it to one episode at a time. Accidentally, it was set to 4, so I had to do 4 shows of Ring of Honor, basically setting up towards the PPV. So basically, if you notice the fact that I, like basically in advance, you'll notice that basically I've kind of done a few different things going on with that. So I'll be going out every week almost, / for every in-game week that I do, I'm going to add the Ring of Honor show there. So I've done 3 in advance. So basically the one that I've already uploaded, then another 3 that's basically on the back burner to basically run along with it. So basically, I'm pretty sure next week will be, well, for in-game next week will be Impact Wrestling with the Impact Wrestling show and Explosion, Ring of Honor, and also Lucha Underground will, I think, be the 4. Although I'm not really sure if I want to have Explosion be one of the shows. It's basically just going to be me, maybe pre-booking everything, I think. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Oh, God. That is not good. Right. So, Aerostar's out for a year. That honestly hinders a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do with that. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Comment on any potential signings that you want to see come into Lucha Underground, any previous people, and also any people that you think should have been in around this time. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Have a good day, and goodbye.